calling this tip number one for assignment number one. First thing that I want to do is open up RStudio. I'm going to activate my script window. I'm going to import data, which is chick flick, required for this assignment. I'm going to make sure that I'm looking to see that everything that this data needs to look like is activated, and I can see that yes, we're doing okay with a title or a name for the variable, gender, film, and arousal. And I'm going to click on import. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate RCommander, because RCommander, as you know, is going to be our best friend in working with this data in a very easy, approachable graphic user interface. So I'm going to activate RCommander. RCommander is now activated. I'm going to make sure that I activate the data set that I wish to have activated, which is chick flick. Click on OK. Now it turns blue here, and it tells you that chick flick has been loaded. My recommendation to you has always been to look at the data and explore it visually. I'm going to open up this window and I'm going to look at the data visually. One thing that's already upsetting me is that we have such a long name for a movie. And if I'm going to have to recode this or retype this in code, it's going to be a nightmare, particularly for a guy like me that is going to put the A before the I, or is going to miss the apostrophe, and so forth. And so what I want to do is, and this is why I'm calling it tip number one, I'm actually going to work a little bit outside of R. To do that, I'm going to export data. This is actually a pretty good exercise for you. So click on data. Let's look for the active data set. Find out the many possibilities that there are. At the bottom, you will see that it says export active data set. And let's make sure that we export active data set. We want to make sure that we're writing the variable names. We want to write the row names. We want the quotes around character values. Check. Spaces, we want to see commas because we want to save this as CSV. And let's go ahead and click on OK. And then let's find a nice comfortable place where we can save this. Let's call this Chick Flick 2. And I've just saved Chick Flick 2 to my desktop. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. I'm going to activate this or open this Chick Flick 2. Now I have Chick Flick 2 open. You will notice that for some reason I have a mistake here. I need to cut these guys and actually shift them to the right one, because I do have the number value for each one of the cases that was transferred in when I saved this. I'm going to delete this column. I don't really need it. What I want to do now is I want to simply activate the first row. Select the first row. So row 1 is selected. That is your name or variable name row. And I'm going to come over here to the right hand side and click on filter. As I click on filter, I can come over here and click on the little triangle, upside down triangle that will open up this window or flag. Select all and then simply select Bridget Jones Diary. This name is driving me crazy. So I'm going to go Bridget Jones Diary. I'm going to click outside of that and I'm going to grab this. Notice that there's a box with a little small square in the bottom right corner. Grab that box and pull that down. So now Bridget Jones Diary is BJD. For a guy like me that has trouble spelling, this is a lot easier. I'm going to save this. Yes, all I want to save is the first sheet. Let's take the filter out. Now we have Memento and BJD. Save, just to make sure that we saved it. Close this up. And I think we just said save. Let's go to the desktop. Save. Yes. Yes. And now we can close. Let's go back to RStudio. How about we import that data set? Let's go from text file. Let's find it from the desktop. Let's look for chick flick 2. Let's look for chick flick 2. Where's chick flick 2? Help me out. Chick flick 2 is right here. Does it look correct? Yes. BJD and Memento. Now I'm going to import this guy. I'm going to go back to R Commander and I'm going to activate chick flick 2. And now I'm going to look at the data set and see if it looks like what I want it to look like. So I've got Memento and BJD instead of the long name, which was Bridget Jones' Diary, and I can work with this a lot easier. That concludes this tip for assignment number 1. Next video is going to talk specifically about how to check for homogeneity of variance and also for the assumptions of normality.